Good morning, brothers and sisters. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Coffee and Chaos, the most unorganized coffee talk show that the internet has to offer. Guys, I'm glad you're with me. I appreciate you being here. It's cold today. It's about 18 outside, so. And Miss Teresa, good morning. She says currently 1 with a wind chill of -12. Good morning, Watchdog. How are you doing, brother? Yeah, and it's 18 here in Alabama. Good morning, Modern Minute Man. How you doing, Jay? It's good to see you, brother. Ohio Patriot, good morning. Bobby Bama, good morning, brother. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope your coffee is hot and strong, just like it should be. Watchdog says it's -1. Sounds like he's close to where Miss Teresa is. What was I about to say? Good deal, Jay. And Miss Teresa, oh, she was just saying hey. So Trump has done it. He is in. He made it through. Wow, that dude. Which, granted, the ride ain't over, but he has had a heck of a ride. Modern Mint Man says 1 degrees with a -10-degree wind chill. Holy cow, y'all! It's cold. I feel bad for even saying anything now. I'm up, or I'm down here like, oh, it's 18. It's really not that bad. I might as well go sunbathe in a minute when the sun comes up. Oh, good morning, Demo Man Don. I didn't see you there. Sonny Crockett, greetings. How are you doing? I don't know if you've been in here, have you? But either way, good morning, and I hope your coffee is hot and strong. And guys, real urgent news, I guess, right off the bat, just business-wise, for anybody that's been trying. You'll notice a lot of my medical kits are out of stock. That is because the tourniquet, the main tourniquet we sell, the ETQ-W, has been like on back order since mid-November. It's been way behind. And I was told they should have them today, so I should be getting a place to order today. And I hope they'll be here either late this week or next week. If anybody's looking for a medical kit, just please get on the waiting list, and I'm really sorry about that. Levi, good morning. How you doing, brother? And on that note too, I have had a run on my radio stuff, so which is a good thing, but I'm gonna put more inventory back with that being said. So, and I got all that on the way as well. So sorry about all the order or the stuff. As I'm growing, these little things like this are just kind of expected, because when you first start out, and see, I'm the kind of idiot that starts a business just like, woo! When I started this a couple years ago, there was really no rhyme or reason to it. I just heard some of the people that's way ahead of me, they're like, you just got to do it, or you'll never do it. It's like waiting. People that say, I'm going to wait for the perfect time to have a kid. There is no perfect time. The time is now. If you love children, you love your spouse, you need to go ahead and do that. But, well, thank you, Levi. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, so we are building inventory back up and going to have a lot more stuff in stock in a nutshell. So, but that's what we're waiting on. I've got everything, got all the radios ordered, extended batteries, antennas, let's see, all of our medical stuff. I actually found a new vendor. I may start getting a lot of my medical stuff. Which the tourniquets, I don't really have much of a choice because those are from the manufacturer when it comes to Slishmans and the tourniquets. So, good morning, Nana. I saw Nana in there. But anyway, that's what it is, guys. I hate being out of stock like that on stuff. It's really bugging me, but at the same time, there's not a lot I can do. It's, you know, is what it is. But I am glad the ETQ-W tourniquets are coming back. And unfortunately, I'm not like one of these people that order hundreds yet. So I'm kind of on down the list as far as orders they fill. So anyway. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. Good morning. And on talking about as far as owning a business, I am so glad that Trump won, because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the taxes and everything from this last administration, it was not like, I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm not gonna stop till we're forced out, but it was not looking great with that last administration. Thank you, Jay. And Donald Trump. But yeah, I'm glad. Man, that dude's had a wild ride, ain't he? That dude has had a wild ride. Holy cow. And it's not over, but holy cow. Could you imagine his ride? Miss Sharon, good morning. I hope your coffee is hot and strong, Miss Sharon. But yeah, that dude, man. How many people would continue the journey after what he's been through? Yeah. Happy Liberation Unwoke Day. Hey, and watch this military crisis of us, like recruitment crisis. Watch that go away now. Just watch. I mean, people, come on, guys. I swear to God, I cannot stand when they say, oh, the country's just not patriotic anymore, blah, blah, blah. There's not enough men in the country. Like, honestly, I think there's plenty of men. Like, no one wants to go volunteer to play for the losing team. You know what I mean? You want to be on the team of winners. Like, that's the team you want to be on. Like, if you know you're going to get your ass kicked, you're like, oh, man, I do not want to play. You want to have that fighting chance or advantage. And, yeah, no one wanted to play for the losing team. With the DEI crap and just all the wokeness in the military, you know, they're more focused on gender bullshit than they are actual combat. You know what I mean? Combat effectiveness. That needs to be the primary mission of the military. Honestly, the primary objective of government in general is to just keep its citizens safe. How we expanded beyond to where we are now, I don't know, but anywho, that, you know, when that's not even the main objective, I mean, you start to question, what are you here for? Why do we have a government? Because they haven't been keeping, you know, the cities safe. They haven't been keeping the country safe. They've ruined pretty much capitalism. Where, no matter how you feel about capitalism, it's a good thing. I mean, like the business thing. So, and I'm going to get hit hard this year because it's not, you know, this is 2024 that we're going to be paying for. But the thing is, like, how do I word this? You know, if a business makes so much money, but you're taxing them, I don't know, no shit, like almost 3/4 of that money, they don't have much room for investments to grow, to build. which in turn, in the long run, it may gain the government more money up front, but in the long term, they're losing money and possibly going to lose that business. If the businesses start disappearing, now you're not even got the businesses to tax in the first place. Trump at least understands if you tax on, have a smaller tax margin with a larger profit margin, they reinvest in the country on taxable goods, where in turn grows everyone like a lot more. So yeah, it's pretty first grade. Good morning, Observation Post Charlie. Hope you're doing good, man. Just in here rambling about how happy I am to be a business owner under Trump now, which next year I'll feel the full effect of that, or throughout this year too. That'll be nice. Oh man, I tell you what, guys, I've been in some serious pain past few days. I've not been doing PT, and I know somebody's gonna say it's probably why. But Friday, was it Friday? No, Saturday evening. Oh yeah, we had our first pistol class of 2025 Saturday, which was great. I had 2 students, and it was awesome. Both did very well. One of them was my daughter. She did good, which she will still be going somewhere else to train. It kind of don't count for her. You should never train family, ever. That is a 100% fact. Never train family. But the other girl, she did awesome. She did really good. It was really good stuff. So, did I miss Randall in here? Or somebody just saying grunt proof? Miss Teresa just shared grunt proof's channel. And that's a good channel, by the way. Oh, okay. That is a good channel, by the way. That's an excellent channel. Watchdog preparedness. Sometimes you just gotta take a few days off. Don't want. Well, it wasn't even that. So, thanks to the military, car accidents, all this fun stuff you do in life, or that some people. I don't know why I did it, but I did it in life. I got 2 messed up discs in my lower back. What is it? One between the 3rd and 4th, and then now the 4th and 5th. 3rd and 4th came from the military. The 4th and 5th one came from a car accident. And then I got one messed up in my neck. Sometimes, like 90% of the time, I'm good to go. I can run, ruck, do whatever, right? No big deal. And for every now and then, this stuff will like flare up or whatever, and it's brutally painful. Well, right now is one of those times. I'm moving slower than usual. So, for whatever reason, one of my backs started flaring up. It was like Saturday evening. So, yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. And I don't know what my wife did. She's like having some back pain too. And, it is what it is though. We get through it. I'm hoping maybe today will be the last day. And tomorrow morning, I was going to ruck yesterday morning, but I was like, dude, I'm not putting that kind of weight on that back. Like it'll break or something. It's not doing good. So I'm gonna try to ruck tomorrow. That's what the plan is. Oh, thank you, Miss Teresa. Yeah, it'll get better. The older I get, I'll get about 1 or 2 times throughout the year where I got a few days where it just kind of almost puts me down. And then I don't know. I'll just try to let it rest. It'll get back to normal. Now I'll kind of ease back into working out and whatnot. Levi, my wrist is hurting from catching a few last week. He's been ice fishing. Tactical Muff Top, good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Miss Sharon, old injuries are worse than new ones most of the time. Yeah, these are definitely. And Miss Teresa, so that is something I am so sorry to admit. When it comes to videoing, especially at training, and this girl was actually okay with it, I just suck at videoing. I suck getting content. Like, it's me by myself. And I am more focused on, like, helping, you know, getting the students, get them everything they need, versus me making content that I completely forgot. Even after she told me it'd be cool, and we could have, like, you know, went through some drills, and I totally forgot. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I need to get other people. Like, sometimes my wife will help me set up and stuff, and she'll be out there with me. And she's good at taking pictures. Like, the last class I did, which was a long time ago, with her there, she actually took some pictures, and that was pretty cool. But I know I need that again. I need to get somebody, especially when the student. Now, if three, usually on a pistol class, I'll have up to 4. Medical classes, I'll have 12. If one person says they don't want to be on camera in a pistol class, I won't take pictures or anything, just to respect them, because like I said, that isn't what I'm there for. That's not what it's about. So, but yeah, this girl, she didn't mind, and she even shot. I'm letting my dad borrow it right now, but the Grizzly Bear Creek Arsenal pistol, she did really good with it. That's a really accurate pistol. It wasn't just me, so. But this girl that took the class Saturday, which is so funny, power to girls, because there's dudes I've offered the class to, and they were like, oh, I might be there. They don't show up, but this chick showed up. That's bad, eh? But anywho, she knew how to shoot already. I think the biggest thing that she probably got out of the class was once we started going over proactive and reactive reloads and type 1, 2, and 3 malfunctions. Like, the light bulb come on for her. It was really cool, and she did really good. Like, once she got it down, she did good. So I hope she keeps practicing that, and she'll be good to go. Good to go. She did really good, though. Me and her dad both trained at Tactical Response. So when he heard I trained there, he was like, yeah, you're going to do it right, or teach people right. So, all right, Tactical Muff Top. Destroyed my L4, L5 disc, crushed my sciatic nerve, 3 days. There's a churro pulled my hip down. Daggum, dude. What are you doing out there? UFC fighting? Worst pain ever. Yeah, dude. This is what stuff I got in my back, man. I've already had a couple epidurals in my life. I'm trying to. They keep recommending surgery, but I'm like, no. If I can move, no. Nope. Whenever it's so painful that I cannot ride a motorcycle or something like that, I'll probably then I may consider it. But yeah, while I can still do some stuff, I'm not gonna do that. Hey, for all the people that's placed orders recently, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm taking a bunch to post office today, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Didn't want to forget that, which we'll touch base afterwards. I hear them dogs up there playing. I thought I was gonna be late to the live. I was taking Reba out. Man, she's growing. She is a hellion. I would bring her down here, but she would not sit still. I can promise you right now. Like when she was a baby, when y'all saw her a few times, she would just kind of sit here, which she'd whine, but she'd still hang out. But now, oh no, she's wide open. Levi, plan on placing more over the next few weeks. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, Levi. I think yours is one of them I'm taking to the post office today. So, should be on the way. And, let's see. Yeah, there's 2 radio ones going today. You're all good, man. Oh, I try to rush. I try to get these things out as fast as I can because I don't want people waiting around too much. William Pilgrim, good morning. How are you doing, brother? Hope your coffee is hot and strong. And when I say rush, Levi, I'm not as in rushing the process. Don't worry. One thing I was happy about, and Levi, once you get your radio, you can let me know if you got any questions or anything, but you were in perfect range of a open system GMRS repeater, which was awesome. That is a good thing to be in range of in case like you or family has an emergency. That will give you a lot of distance. So what I recommend if you got a GMRS license, this is what I did. I'm gonna walk you through what I did. So I got my GMRS license. That's easy to do. You go to the little government website, goofy crap, fill out their junk. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. That gets you 10 years. And it's not just for you, it's for your family, for everybody in the household. So that's cool. But the only reason that we get licenses, or you're supposed to always have a license, use the proper channels. But anyway, the only reason I get a license is to use repeaters, because repeaters are typically owned by someone or a club that has spent a lot of money putting that thing there. And they at least want you to get permission before using it. They don't want bad people using it. They want people that they can at least sort of know about using it. That's why that is. So anywho, I got my GMRS license. There's a couple of GMRS repeaters for me in the same boat you are, in range. So I went on the, what website is that? Or is it GMRSrepeater.com, something like that. And you got to request permission. And typically, for anything like the dude that owns these, he's like, yep, sure thing, man, I got you down. He said, just remember to use your name and call sign. And he said, you're good to go. He said, that's what I got it here for, is family emergencies and things like that, in case our cell towers go out. So it's pretty cool to have that. Let's definitely look into that. And again, it's 100% up to you, but that's the reason I did it. So now I got my radio and my family's radios programmed. That repeaters worked, or programmed to work in our radios. Ooh, I'll get it out here in a minute. I used to work on cell phone towers. Are they as reliable as the government makes us think they are? I've heard it both ways from people. Good morning, Red Devil. How are you, man? Hope your coffee is hot and strong. Levi says they're junk. That's mostly what I've heard. The only people it's say anything good about it, I'm pretty sure they were trying to sell me a cell phone. William Pilgrim, we have a 5-watt GMRS repeater. We use on our training compounds and convoys. Very cool. Very cool. So the only repeater I've messed with, like tactical repeater, was when I went to Radio Made Easy. They played with one, but I'm gonna be building one out. This is gonna be a cool video. I'm gonna show. I've not done this yet. I've been meaning to do this, to like go through the process. And honestly, if anyone has read, I think it's over there, the what is it? The Baofeng Guide, Gorilla's Guide to the Baofeng Radio. It goes over it in that book too. It briefly talks about it in there. So, for those people watching that may not know what a tactical repeater is, why would you want a tactical repeater? Alright, you see the coffee? See the coffee right here? Let's pretend this is a mountain. And we got two dudes. They're talking to each other. Here's the antennas of their radios. Well, see, they can't talk to each other now because of that mountain in the middle. So a tactical repeater is something you can put almost anywhere. I'm trying to find something that'd be good for. Let's use some medical tape. Boop. That medical tape there. That's a tactical repeater, and it's on top of the mountain. So now even these two over here that can't see each other directly, the antennas can't connect. Now the antennas can connect to the repeater. That makes sense. So if you bring a tactical repeater with you, say on a patrol, and you're going over a mountain to get to your patrol area, while you're on that patrol, someone needs to go to the top of the mountain, drop a tactical repeater. Now you can have comms back to the fob or talk. So that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. But that's why you'd want it. Pilgrim, good morning. Just got up. All good, man. Let's see. Observation post Charlie. How do you feel about MERS for prepared citizen? Honestly, if no one else is on it, it's good to go. If I don't hear no one talking on it, I am not like, oh, we're just gonna use these channels and blah blah blah. Like, it don't matter to me, man. If you're just on your own property or somewhere, and you know you're doing practicing comms with your buddies or whatever, it don't matter to me. And I know you're supposed to go by the FCC, whatever gay 3-letter thing the government gave that for the free airwaves floating through the air. But yeah, man, I you're good to go. I use MERS too. When we do comms, we always have our primary contingency, emergency. You know, you pace plan it. Did I forget one? I think I did. Probably did. But anyway, pace plan your comms plans and medical plans, all that good stuff. And obviously the patrol, like routes and things like that as well. LPOPs, all that good stuff. So, primary alternate contingency. Did I say? I don't think I said alternate. Oh yes, the AR5RM premium kit is open on pre-order. I actually got the radios on the way, and that is these things, except you guys would get a black antenna. This green one's just, I ordered me and the family colored ones because when I was testing these antennas to see how good they are, this one was from last year and it's still working really good. But anyway, AR5RM, really cool radio. 1,000 channels. I'm not going to program 1,000 channels on there for you, but I will program out to like 100 miles on those radios. You'll get a lot of stuff. Channels programmed, I start with your zip code or city, and I start there and just work out. So, and if someone, which you don't really typically need it, but if someone did want like a different, like what I use for our family channel, I put tones on it. All that does is keep outsiders from chiming in your conversations. It's not private. So privacy tones aren't private. It just keeps other people from chiming in your conversations. My little computer here is having a stroke. This poor computer, man. I need a computer so bad. This thing is, golly, it's like 10 years old. No joke. It's like almost 10 years old. My editing software is near junk. It's pretty lame, but it works. I run a pretty low low money outfit. I will say that when it comes to the editing stuff. So, what antenna? This is a made by Signal Stuff. It's called a Signal Stick antenna. It's I sell these on my website, and these are what comes with the premium radio kits. Oh yeah, there's William Pilgrim Signal Stick. Yeah, they're great antennas. I've got a bunch of them things on the way now because there's a lot of people wanting them. So I ordered a pretty big batch of them. But yeah, and they're BNC antennas. Quick disconnect, very easy, on off, which is the way it should be. So, very good antennas. But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff on the way right now. It's just waiting on it to get here. If sending you radios program, what all do you need sent with them? So if it's UV5Rs or even AR5RMs, you don't need to send antennas or batteries. Just so, like, literally, that would be all I need. And same thing, UV5R. You don't have to send antennas or batteries, just that piece. Because I got batteries and everything. So that's all you need to send. Let's see where I'm at. Been looking. Okay, so that was Watchdog observation post. I've been looking at the Mellow Wave Bandit GMRS antenna. I do not know. I have no report on that one. I have no idea. I've not used it. William Pilgrim. Sharply the ball on top of the signal stick. They will. Yeah. Where's it at? On the. These are glow in the dark. So, yeah, either use black Sharpie or some black spray paint. And just... either one. Yeah, it's definitely... It's good for, I guess, normal folks. And then if we start doing any kind of actual Minuteman stuff, you'd want to Sharpie and spray paint those good. So that is a good catch, William Pilgrim. And a lot of times for my Minuteman stuff, I actually, in my case I use, or in my tactical pouches, rigs, all that stuff, I use these antennas, which I just ran out of stock on. I sold the last one Saturday. So I'm ordering more of those today too, which actually, let me write that down, because I've not ordered that one yet. And I'll do that as soon as we get done. Okay. Sticky note. Bam. Right there in the way. So I can't not see it. Alright. But yes, the signal stick though, you're going to get better distance and reception, I guess. It's going to be a lot clearer. And for those of you that don't know, when it comes to handheld radios, that's about any radio, that's going to be the best way to improve distance, is your antenna. Watchdog preparedness. So cold this morning, my truck didn't want to start. Man, did it start though? I know my 4Runner, it's like, whoa. I about need a battery. This is the last winter for it. Tex Bullington, good morning. Hope your coffee is hot and strong. But yeah, my 4Runner, it's still starting, but it's slow. Levi said it feels like -5 here. Yeah, heck, it feels like 0 out here because the wind's blowing really bad. Gah, it's like 18, but man, when that wind blowing, whoo, it's cold. Which again, I feel bad about even saying anything, because some of y'all in the chat's like, oh, it's -5 here, or whatever. Or 5 and it feels like -10. Yeah, the wind screwing up ice fishing. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Let's see. What else are we going to talk about? There was one thing. Oh yeah, I guess kind of training. Man, I got in a little bit of a conversation on Signal the other day with some buddies of mine. And good morning, Twin Arrows. How are you doing, brother? I keep when I have been checking the YouTubes, I keep missing your lives. I try to at least stop in there and say hey. But now I was talking the other day, like there's a lot of people that you know, I guess focus a lot on gear. There's a lot of gear discussions, and me and this group of fellas, which we're not really gear people. We're more, I guess, training people, I guess you may say. And we were kind of ranting, like how so many grown men, like I'm not saying not to talk about gear. I'm talking about like in depth, like damn near arguments over gear. And I'm just like, who cares, man? Like, you know, when it comes to rifles, like so many people, like this thing, the Bear Creek Arsenal rifle I've been reviewing and I'm still using for Minuteman stuff. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to invest in a better rifle, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, show up to a flipping rifle class or actually start going out and training and see how, like, if it does the job, why would you say anything to anyone? Like, that's my first thing. Have you ever had any problems out of it? Oh, no? How many, what all have you done with it? If they say nothing, I may recommend a rifle class. Be like, well, I'd go put it through a rifle class, see how it does. And I'd say if it can go through a rifle class, or maybe, I don't know, hell, 200 or 300 rounds on the range, whatever. If it does all that stuff flawlessly, then, feel good about it. But, I don't know. It's just insane. Like, the way people approach that, I guess. It's like so many people want to buy gear, and that is supposed to, like, if you buy more expensive gear, that takes the place of training. I don't know where this mindset came from or where it comes from, but golly, it gets on my nerves. It is very annoying. Pilgrim says double. Oh, William Pilgrim said skills more important than gear. Absolutely, that's my point. I try to make to people, man. Pilgrim says double dipping. Listening to the Minuteman Mountain. I like that dude. One of y'all comment in his chat, tell him Prepared Citizen said hey. I usually try to drop in and tell him hey at some point. Firearms elitists are infuriating. Yes, JKR. I agree. When people, like, all right, when dudes come patrol or do some of the Minuteman stuff with me, at no point do I ask what brand of crap you got. I'm like, at least 6 mags, primary rifle, preferably an AR platform, because that's what we all run. If your group, if the majority runs AKs, probably need to run an AK. It's just being to the point where if you had to consolidate ammo or anything like that, you can do that. It's the only reason I tell people an AR. But anywho, I do not ask people about brands. I'm like, 6 mags, primary rifle, have a chest rig, have your water, have a comm set. If you don't have comms, I got plenty. I help people out there. This kind of stuff. Like, I do not ask. I never have asked anyone. I've never asked anyone about their brands. I'm just like, dude, I don't give a shit if they wear blue jeans, and hell, most of the time I don't even ask about camo. I'm just like, have camo. I don't care what they wear. JKR, does it go boom and is on target? There you go, yep. And Pilgrim, Twin got 2 devices. I have 1 on each. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Good deal, man. I'm glad he's having a good morning, too. I'll probably stop in and say hey when we get done. But, yeah. Training. Speaking of training. Twin Arrow said Mama Bear is on the mountain, so I'm kind of talking through her, but yeah, it works. Horsepower Coffee, good morning. Speaking of coffee, I hope everybody's coffee is hot and strong. Sarge 1066. It was good to go to work today. Feels like a new era. I hear you, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, waking up this morning, I feel a brighter future for my business as well. It's a little bit more, I don't know, comforting, I guess. Because Trump actually helps business owners versus stomping them in the ground. Nana Pilgrim, I've tried being in 2 chats. Following doesn't work for me. No, it wouldn't work for me either. I can barely stay focused as it is, so I'm not. I do one at a time. But training, I want to mention training. I have a medical class coming up. Let's see. I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Let me look at my dates. Look, where's my calendar? Let's see. I think it's February 15th. I think that's the day I've planned. February 15th, I have a medical class, and it's going to be right here in my basement. And I can host about 10, up to 10 people for that. So, if you'd like to train with me, even at my place, come sign up and come do that class. That's a very good class. It's a stop the bleed. It's stop the bleed, but I take it just a hair over stop the bleed. We also go over like how to treat a tension pneumothorax, put someone in the recovery position, this kind of stuff, basic stuff. MPAs, how to go over, or we go over how to insert an MPA. And so, good class to have if anyone is in the area, would like to do that, jump on the website. And or you can email me at preparedcitizens@gmail.com if you have any questions about that. So, Nana said, Miss Sharon, however, can do it. She's a super mom. Sarge 1066. Heard North American Rescue is being sued because turnout not being made in America is claimed. Could that be affecting supply? More than likely, the DOD stepped in and got that case dropped. They never had to prove shit, whether they were or were not. It's a very fishy case. And they even, get this, the DOD even had the judge that was over the case put a gag order on a closed case, so you're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know. So that's that. But it got shut down very quick. A big YouTuber put a video out on it, how fishy it was. Within, like, I actually shared the video. Within hours, that was deleted. They had called him, reached out to him. Hey, it's not quite what you think. And, like, apparently gave him a convincing talk that this is just our competitors trying to put us in the ground and all this stuff. So nothing to worry about, even though we're not going to prove a thing. Very odd. Very odd. I can tell you if it was any other company, you bet your ass, they would have to prove that they are not pulling inventory from China. And here's the thing, people. North American Rescue already outsources some things to China. And Sarge 1066, he says, as long as it works, I don't care where it's made. And that is 100% truth. That is how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I used to sell the metal handle Rhino Rescue tourniquets. I've got one, and I still train with them. I've got one that has been applied probably pushing around 300 times now at this point. And it's been through about every medical class I've done. And it works. So if it can be applied, 200 plus times and it not fail, you tell me. JKR, he says he rocks a composite plastic. I've not tried that one. The only reason I've not is because the metal handle one was basically a recon tourniquet, recon medical. And because North American Rescue sued them out of existence, which I think they're still in business, but it's so screwed up, the committee of TCCC and how the government looks over a couple of companies. And any other entrepreneur in this country that wants to make a windlass tourniquet cannot. That's just a simple. And when I say make one, I'm talking about similar to a CAT, a actual North American Rescue. They will be sued out of existence. It will not be allowed unless you have deep ties with the government. So, that kind of stuff. But anywho, it's a long story. So I can't recommend the plastic rhinos just because I've never tried them. Sarge 1066, I heard rhino was sketchy. One could work well and the next one could be shit, quality control issues, man. It's possible. It's possible, man. I've got about that one I use, and then I got about 2 more I use in scenario training, and I've not had any issues with them so far. But as you can see on my website, I don't sell them anymore. I strongly recommend and prefer the ETQ wide, which these are on back order right now. I'm hoping to get that squared away today. But those are great tourniquets. Mama Bear's Homesteading and Fitness. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you here. Have you been in here before? If not, welcome and good morning. And I hope your coffee is hot and strong, like it should be. Pilgrim, sounds like the government is playing favorite. Yeah, they do, man. They do. And it's not just, so here's how it works. All right. So, a couple of guys in the military, let's say they work their way up through the ranks, generals, whatever, you know what I'm saying? One retires, he starts a medical business, and then the other one goes into politics when he retires. So now we got a politician, a medical business. The politician becomes, someone in the Department of Defense. And yes, Bear is a TCCC baby. If it ain't TCCC, he says it don't work. So, and there's a few people like that. I recommend to them, learn arterial occlusion. Don't focus on gear. Learn arterial occlusion. But I like Bear. I like a lot of stuff he does. Man, we got a bunch of comments. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Good morning, Mama Bear. Savage Lee, 16th thumbs up. I was going to say, love your 2A device, but silly YouTubes. I know, man. That's so goofy. That's so goofy. A couple of times I've come in. Oh, okay. And JKR, similar to the right. Biggest issue I see is that we can't seem to fully get together on things, ideology or physiology for that matter. For the constitutional right, need more meetups. Yes. Yes, Twin Arrows. When I get my taxes, I got to order set up. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. It'd be awesome. Pilgrim said, Bear said, Rhino is junk. Twin Arrows. Mama Bear. Oh, yeah. That's right. Mama Bear is my wife. Okay. I got you. I'm used to seeing y'all together. Like on your thing. That's what got me. Rhino pricey to go bags built out. Rhino glow light sticks. I'm guessing 3 different companies. Nana, they're talking about Rhino Rescue. And Levi, there's so many situations like this. There's one with crypto companies that's almost exactly the same. USA government. Favor one, screw, yeah, same way, man. I like Refuge Medical. So far, so good. Yeah, I like Refuge. Yeah, Refuge Medical is a good company, guys. There's nothing wrong. We just, when it comes to, like, if you follow me, like, for instance, if you take a training course with me versus some people are going to be like, you have to use TCCC committee recommended equipment. If you're not, you risk the chance of failure, blah, blah, blah. And that's, I guess that's okay. That's how they taught us in the military. And since being on my own in life, I've realized I don't trust the government as much as some people may. So throughout my training, and Tactical Response did a really good job of emphasizing that it doesn't matter the piece of gear you have, it matters what you know. And for instance, like this piece of 550 cord here, if you're dying, I could save your life with this. If it's arterial occlusion being the end goal, I can save your life. I don't have to have a cat. And another thing, like some TCCC stuff, like this soft T tourniquet right here, this will get someone killed that doesn't know very, very well how to use a tourniquet. That tourniquet sucks. Let me explain. Here we go. Quick tourniquet class for you guys. So when you take a class with me, you're going to learn how to use a cat tourniquet. You're going to learn how to use a Slishman. You're going to learn how to use a Rat's tourniquet. You're going to learn how to use a SWAT T tourniquet. All these different tourniquets. Why do I teach all these different tourniquets? Because I want to upgrade your software, not your hardware. I want you to learn the skill that's necessary. So why does the soft T suck? Why would I say an American-made TCCC recommended tourniquet sucks? So here's the thing. If I have to do a tourniquet, see how easy that was? I pulled the tab and it's on, right? Pulled the tab, it's on, okay? You go through your windlass process, you tighten the tourniquet, you're good to go. All right. That's a cat tourniquet. That's a North American Rescue cat. Here's what I recommend. The ETQ wide, right? Okay. Extremity in. I got my tab. Bam. Same thing. Same thing. See how easy that is? Tighten the windlass. Do the windlass process. You're good to go. Okay. Now, what am I sharing here? I'm sharing how easy this is to get one-handed. Basically, if you lost your arm or if you ain't got feeling, you get your extremity through it. Pull the tab. That is how it should be. That's how quick it should happen. Let's go to the good old soft T, the TCCC recommended soft T, the piece of shit. All right, here we go. Got our soft T, extremity in. You see that? It ain't tightening. Why? Because it's a piece of shit. You got to do this. You see that extra motion there? So under this insane amount of stress, you have to remember to do that. I'm not recommending this to no one. I'm not doing that. Will not catch me recommending that to someone. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when time is of the essence, you cannot depend on something like that. Okay? Who knows? 20 seconds may have done passed by. 30 seconds may have done passed by. And you finally get this thing out. And now you're having to fight that. And by the way, it's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. Your adrenaline's going to be pumping. You're probably going to be getting lightheaded if you're by yourself. If it's you, you're having to apply it to. Now, applying this to someone else, different story. But I don't like a tourniquet that's one way to me and then one way to someone else. I want it consistent across the board. That's me. So anyway, I probably missed some comments here. Train like your life depends on it. Twin arrows. Miss Sharon, training and knowledge trumps gear every time. Pilgrim Jim May. Most of my medical equipment's from Refuge. It's all high quality. Yeah, Refuge, they sell all the TCCC stuff. Do you also show in your courses how to use skin staples? No, a friend of mine, Chuck Peoples, does in his Homestead Medical. That is more of a sustainment thing. What I go over is basically the TCCC type stuff, the immediate trauma, stop the bleed stuff, that kind of thing. Now, advanced courses will be coming down the road once the range gets built, because we're going to be doing more, scenario-based training. It's going to be very in-depth. Like the training right now, the one on the website right now, it's a Stop the Bleed course. It's pretty much all classwork. You're applying tourniquets, you're packing wounds, we're doing all that stuff in the class, but it's not one where we actually set up scenarios and things like that. It's a very informative class. You're going to get bruised. You will get some bruising because we will apply tourniquets correctly and test them or check them. But yeah, I have nothing against Refuge Medical or my buddy Chuck Peoples with Homestead Medical. I totally support them and their growth, because the more they grow, the more I grow. Because the mission is the same. And, I actually very much align with Refuge, because I also want to promote our Lord and Savior along with my business and grow that avenue as well. Let's see, what was I going to say? I was in touch with Bob for a while. I don't know, he just kind of ghosted me, because I've always been on this mission to create a good weapon-mounted tourniquet system. And I sent Bob a set mount, which is the one that goes on the rail, and he was like, apparently he didn't want to test it, and he was like, has it ever failed or anything? I'm like, no, I've never found a failure point. I've ran it through all kinds of training. I've had a few different people from Tactical Response run it through the advanced rifle course. It never failed. The tourniquet still worked correctly, all this good stuff. And, I don't know. But, anyway, he was like, well, I think the heat could mess it up. So anyway, then I came out with, I don't know where it's at. But anyway, I come out with Set Mount 2.0, which is a stock mounted tourniquet system. And I sent him pictures of it, said, hey man, would you want me to send you one? And he just ghosted me. I ain't never heard from him since. I don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and like chase him around begging. But I was hoping to create some kind of relationship where I create, you know, a weapon mounted tourniquet system and refuge, because that's what they had actually said they was looking for. And anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, he just ghosted me. I thought it would have been cool to work together though. I ain't gonna lie, if that would have did good enough, I would have probably quit selling medical kits, to be honest with you. To be totally honest. But, you know. So Teresa, let's see. I'm trying to think of his name. I think it's Homestead Medical is the name of his channel. I think. I don't have my computer on. I'll check. I think. His logo is like dark green, but he's a good one to follow too. He don't do a lot on YouTube though. He's going to be more someone you want to keep up with for training. Like he does a lot of in-person training stuff, and he's really good. I want to take some of his sustainment stuff. Like I want to take some of his sustainment stuff. So let's see. So on my website, you would go to once you go to the website, go to the little drop down menu and it'll say training. Go to the training, and there's only 2 things there right now. Number 1's that medical class coming up in February, and then my consultation services. But yeah, that means step on anybody's heart about the soft T tourniquets. It's hard for me to get behind someone that recommends that. Like, that, because, and the ratchet tourniquet is a whole nother piece of shit for anybody that's ever used it. I won't even sell that. I used one at Tactical Response because they have like every tourniquet known to man too. And, yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was amazed that this stuff is TCCC recommended. Does that make sense? I was like, why? Like, get something easy. Like, that's, like, you're already in a stressful situation. You're already, you know, it's possible worst time of your life. Like, make it easy as humanly possible. Like, humanly possible. That's why I like a rat's tourniquet, to be honest with you. Just wrap that bitch and you're done. Like, and it's easy. And the people that say they don't like the rats is the people that hasn't used it. I promise you. Number 1, show me it failing. I want to see that. I want to see it fail. I've never seen it. And I'm not talking about when it's applied incorrectly. I'm talking about actually see it failing. Number 2, let me put a rat's tourniquet on you and you tell me if it will work. I can promise you, I can get a tighter arterial occlusion with that flipping thing than any of these. That's the tightest one. It's the easiest one to use. I've had 9-year-old girls take my medical class, and it wasn't my daughter, and they could apply that one better than any of them out there, and it worked. It worked. The dude that came up with the rats is a 18, what is he? An 18 Delta? He's a special operations medic, the guy that invented it. It's so funny. So before he had a rat's tourniquet, he was using the flexible tubing, surgical tubing. He was using that, tying it off. The reason he said he had to start using that in Afghanistan or overseas is because the CATS tourniquet, the North American Rescue Cat, does not work on very small children. It's not that it don't work good, it don't work. Plenty of videos out there proving that, by the way. Plenty. This is a great tourniquet, though. I love this tourniquet. This is what I keep on my kit for Minuteman stuff, because it's outstanding for adults. Anywho, so he was using surgical tubing for a long time. And everybody was like, oh, dude, that's awesome. That works really good. As soon as he come up with the rats, all of a sudden, a lot of people was like, oh, that don't work. And I'm thinking, how do you how do you support the man when he's using surgical tubing, and then when he invents basically a better version, you know, something that actually can work reliably for that intended purpose, now you're going to be like, oh, his product's junk. I'm just like, come on, my gosh. People. That's the 550 cord, people. TCCC stuff is the only stuff you can use, and then, you know, a rat's tourniquet don't work, but I can stop the bleeding with a 550 cord. I don't know. All right, rant over. I'm done talking about tourniquets. So, but it is what it is. So I don't hold any hard feelings on no one. I can promise you, if your life was on the line, it doesn't make two Shiites. What's laying around us, we're gonna fix you. So that's what matters. We all have the shared, like, compassion and love for what we're trying to do and teach people. So that's the biggest reason. I'm not gonna get too far off on it. Savage Lee, yeah, I just used the rubber tube wrap tourniquet. I have like 3 in a sandwich baggie in my car. Surgical tube, yeah, it works. Hey, if you know how to use it, that's what's up, man. Lawfully, Slishman solves all the pediatric. Yes, multi-use. I can replace rats and SWAT T with the Slishmans. That's exactly right. And that's exactly what I did on my website. Like, when I ran out of the rats and SWAT Ts, I just went to Slishmans because it works, man. The Slishman works. And Sam Slishman is a good dude. He's been on the channel, for anybody that's wondering. There's a live me and him did together. Yes, that's a good point too. Lawfully, it's cheaper too. Yeah, they're not made in America, but I'm telling you right now that those are good to go. I've got 3. This is 2 of them, and 3 of them that I've been using. This one's been used for over a year, and man, it's good to go. I actually started the Minuteman IFAK I sell. I put this in there because it can double up as a pressure bandage, and it will help you out if you get a sprain or about anything. I mean, these things, there's so much stuff you can use for you know, there's so much stuff Slishman can do. It's pretty cool. Watchdog preparedness. Have a good one, brother. I'm about to head out myself. I got a few orders to get shipped out today, and then I got some website stuff we're going to be working on. But the kids ain't going to school, which is why I'm still here. And you guys, we're still talking, so I'm not like in a rush. And with my back stuff going on, I'm not PTing today. Or, well, not normal PT. I'll probably do some push-ups and stuff. Same rubber tubing I use to keep my wrist rocket run. There you go. Oh, man. All right. Get it done. I got the upper respiratory sinus crud. Oh, man, that sucks, Lawfully. I hope that gets better, man. Twin Arrows, have a good one, brother. It's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. And Levi, I'm going to go walleye fishing this afternoon. That sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. Pilgrim said, right on, me too, Savage. Well, is there anything else you guys want to cover? So, we're happy Trump got in. That is a good thing. Let's see. All of our stuff is on order, on the way, and that goes for radios, tourniquets, all that good stuff. Training coming up in February. For me, that's going to be for anybody in the East Alabama, West Georgia area. And guys, always look at other places. If you're not close to me, look for other places on training. Refuge, good medical training. Chuck Peoples, Homestead Medical, it's good medical training. Tactical Response, their Immediate Action Medical, that was awesome training. I've taken that one. When it comes to radio stuff, that you can get trained in that too. Radio Made Easy. He does outstanding training. I've used him as well. I went to his training course last year. And yeah, and there's probably more. These are just the guys that I personally know of off the top of my head. They're really good at what they do. So any of these guys would be good. And yeah, go check them out, guys. Any of them. But if you're close to me, come train with me. And yes, I started reading someone else. Savagely says, stay warm all. Take care of your pets and livestock. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, I gotta go feed my chickens in a little bit. And Miss Teresa, good as always about reminding me. Friday, 6:45 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna do this again. We do this every Tuesday and Friday. We do Coffee and Chaos, where we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It's really no rhyme or reason to any of it. But today I did want to mention, I'm glad to be waking up to our new president. And that's, man, I'm so happy about that. But guys, I guess I am going to get off here, go feed the chickens, and get the website stuff going. Look for more training when we put more training up. Savage Lee, thank you, brother. I appreciate you hanging out. Good to see you. Miss Sharon, good to see you. Nana, good to see you. Lawfully Prepared. Tactical Muffin Shop tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Y'all go drop in, see him tonight. I'll try to stop in and say hey. I got to stop in a Wire Tight last night, say hey. So that was cool. Sonny, good to see you. Oh, Lawfully said 7 Central. 7 Central. My bad. 7 p.m. Central. Oh, there's Tactical Muffin Shop. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hey, please head over to the website, get some medical kits and pre-programmed radios. It's the best shit you're going to find. I build this stuff for your family. It's intended to be used for you, your children's, and your animals. So I try to, use the easiest and most family-friendly components I possibly can. And also, unintentionally, but it's actually not bad price too. So, Lawfully, Miss Sharon, Pilgrim, good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. And I think that's everything. Yep, guys, thank you so much. God bless every one of you. Please stay close to the Lord and stay safe, guys. Try to stay warm out there as well. That's a big deal today. So, guys, God bless. I'll see y'all later.